So Jennifer sets the record for setting bad examples.
Yeah.
Wow, Jennifer, thanks for sharing that story.
We appreciate it. You have a good one. Allison is in Nashville. What the hell was that? Oh, yeah. And the studio's falling apart around us.
This is the Woody and Jim Show podcast. Over 1,000 episodes strong. A daily recap of everything you missed.
You tell us something stupid or embarrassing you did. We have to guess. Did you do it when you were a little kid or a drunk adult? We'd love to hear from you. 615-737-9107.
It's hard to tell sometimes.
All right. We teased you with a moment ago with Craig's story. So what was it again?
So I fell asleep in a coffin at a funeral home.
I feel like this one could really honestly go either way.
It could be.
It could be a coin toss.
I'm going to guess drunk adult on a dare.
Okay.
Like he passed out
Very
in
specific.
the coffin. Like somebody said, hey, I bet you can't get in there.
Ricky, what do you think?
I'm thinking little kid.
Little
You're
kid?
curious. I don't know why you're near anywhere that has a coffin, but who knows?
Yeah, I'm going with little kid too. I think it's like, I don't know, adults were spending time there and the kid just crawled up anywhere he felt like going when he was nappy time.
CP by.
I'm also going little kid because it reminds me of when my mom used to walk around Kohl's for hours and I would find one of like the display beds and fall asleep in the middle of Kohl's. So I'm like, the parents were definitely taking way too long at this funeral or this funeral home. And they were like, I got to go to bed.
Yeah.
Okay, Craig, which was it? Drunk or little kid?
I was a little kid.
Yes.
My grandma owned a funeral home, and I used to think it was fun to sleep in some of the coffins. I mean, they were comfortable. That was until I felt a random arm grab me one day as I was resting in one.
Oh, my God.
Oh, that's Grandma.
So he slept on top of a dead body?
No, I think Grandma just had a sense of humor and probably waited for you to fall asleep
Oh,
and
my
then
goodness.
reached in.
Zach, the body didn't
Zach.
come back to life.
I mean, dead bodies move in weird ways.
Well, yeah, as they, I don't know, decompose.
Yeah.
Oh, Zachary.
Okay, yeah. I've heard in like morgues, sometimes they'll sit up.
It's weird.
Yeah. Okay.
Man, that's a show for another day, for sure.
Lindsay is in Smyrna. Good morning, Lindsay.
Good morning.
Okay.
Hi.
Tell us what you did.
Yeah.
Okay, I jumped into an in-ground pool and I missed and hit my chin on the side.
Ouch.
Oh, I feel it now. Oh, boy. Okay, so we got to figure out whether you did that when you were a kid or a tipsy adult.
Okay, and an in-ground pool, like obviously concrete and stuff. So,
Yeah.
and you missed and you hit your chin.
I'm saying you were a kid. I know a lot of kids that did that.
I betcha.
I
Yeah.
also tried to do that like after watching the Summer Olympics with like the diving.
Of course. Classic.
You were imitating them?
Yeah,
you
I thought
are very
I was.
similar to an Olympian. So, yes, I get why you
I
would try
completely
that.
agree.
People
So
do say you have the body of an Olympian.
I tried it at the Donaldson YMCA, and I was a child and busted my chin, so I'm going with that.
I'm going to go. This is Jim, and I think maybe there was like a really delicious margarita or something like that at the side of the pool. You were enjoying them and then
Poolside
decided
beverage,
to
yeah.
take a dip and whoops. So I'm saying drunk adult.
I'm going to guess drunk adult, too, for no reason whatsoever. Which was it, Lindsay?
I was a kid.
A little
I was
kid.
Yes, I was.
Did you also think you were an Olympian?
Yeah, actually, I was doing a cartwheel into the pool. I should have started with that.
Oh,
I should have
cartwheel.
Then it would have. Then you guys would have been like, "Oh, she definitely had some margaritas," and I misjudged the distance. And when I landed in the pool, I hit my chin on the side.
Oof.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh!
ouch.
But up until that point, I'm sure it was very impressive.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure it was too. Until blood in the pool and everybody had to get out. It was a big.
Oh, no.
Oh, my
Very
gosh.
embarrassing.
That attracts sharks.
I still don't like public pools to this day.
I mean, makes sense on
Again.
why.
Yeah.
For sure.
Lindsay, great
Thanks,
call.
Lindsay.
Guys,
Thanks.
I
All right.
appreciate it.
Thank you.
We go to Christina in Nashville. Hey, Christina.
Hello.
All right. Tell us what you did.
It was really embarrassing.
So, so I stuck an earring in a socket.
In a light socket?
Yep. like
Did
a
it shock
plug.
you?
Yes.
Wow.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm just going to go with a kid who didn't know better but was experimenting.
I'm saying drunk adults. You
Okay.
full-fledged took that earring out of your ear and went, I wonder if this will work.
Yeah, I agree with Ricky. I think, this is drunk logic that made you do this.
Zach,
I'm going drunk adult as well.
Okay.
which was it?
I was a kid.
Okay.
Oh, okay. So, yeah, what were the circumstances that led you to put an earring in the light socket? Which is bad, by the way.
Yeah, don't do that.
I was 4, and my sister was babysitting me, and she wasn't watching, and I was just being curious, and I was like, "Hey, it looks like a ear," so I put an earring in there.
No.
You were
It
just a
looks
young
like an
scientist.
ear. Interesting thought process. I see it now that you said it, though.
And there wasn't any metal forks available, so you just used your earring. Wow. Christina, congratulations on surviving.
Trending. Here's what's trending this morning with Woody and Jim on 107.5 The River.
Brought to you by Mark Spain Real Estate. Swifties have made a random book a bestseller because they thought it was a Taylor Swift book.
Wait, which book?
I guess it was on Amazon, and a publishing company said they were going to be having a memoir from a celebrity, and it was going to be a blockbuster. And so they put together the clues, and they figured the book is 544 pages. You
Okay.
take 5, 4, and 4 together, and that makes 13 her number.
True.
So there is no other logical explanation than that must be Taylor Swift. Apparently it's not. It's a book called 4C Untitled Flatiron Nonfiction Summer 2023.
That is
What
the
in the world?
longest title.
I do not understand any of those words.
Yeah.
I blacked out halfway through you saying that.
So it wasn't Taylor, but they pre-ordered it anyway, and now it's a big blockbuster runaway
Good for
sales.
the author.
Yeah, good for them. That's great.
People say it's a celebrity. It'd be kind of ironic if it was like Kanye West or something like that.
Oh, yeah, that would be weird.
Might be Britney. You never know. Zach.
Okay, so Vicky Yates, who is the local anchor here in Nashville on News Channel 5.
She's awesome.
She announced her retirement after 30 years on News Channel 5. She started in 1990. And so she is retiring. June 2nd will be her very last day. What the cool part about this story is that Oprah was here for the TSU graduation over the weekend. She stopped by News Channel 5 to congratulate Vicky Yates because Oprah and her used to work together
Right.
at News Channel
That's
5.
amazing.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oprah
what a
was the very
cool-
first black news anchor in Nashville.
Yeah.
On News Channel 5, and then she basically was Vicky Yates' mentor. So she stopped by
so
to
cool.
congratulate her on her retirement, and the videos just give me goosebumps of Oprah walking in and being like, Vicky, congratulations.
Oh, that
It's
is-
literally so cute.
That's
That is
beautiful.
awesome.
Yeah, it was a really, really cool moment. But yeah, Vicky Yates is retiring as of June 2nd, will be her very last day. We love her. She's just been incredible for our
Yeah.
entire community
She's
the
so
whole
nice.
time she's
Very
been on the
sweet.
show.
Yeah,
Yeah.
TV's
Congrats
not
to
going to be
her.
the same.
Yeah. Ricky?
Etsy has a new feature. I'm shocked that they haven't put this together earlier than now, but there's a new part of their website that you can add a wedding registry option to it. So couples can create a list of items that they want on Etsy, including all the customizations that you would get on Etsy, since that's
Right.
what they are known for, like names and colors, all the designs,
Right.
things like that. So now instead of just buying something off of I was going to say a store that
Bath
no
and
longer
Beyond?
exists.
Oh. They're filling the void left behind by Bed Bath & Beyond.
So yeah, now you can get things that are customized by
Yeah. small
small businesses on Etsy, which seems just way better to me anyway.
That's
It's
smart.
brilliant. I'm shocked
Yeah.
it took them this long.
Yeah, really.
107.5 The River with Woody and Jim in the morning. A fun little game. You tell us something embarrassing or stupid you did. We have to guess. Did you do it when you were a little kid or a drunk adult? Jennifer is in Lyles. Hello, Jennifer.
Hi.
Hey,
Okay,
girl.
So tell us what you did.
Okay, so it's not me, but it's my brothers.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. They wake up in the middle of the night and they go pee in random places.
Oh, so a sleepwalking urinator.
Or were they just
pee
drunk?
in the bathroom. Like they open the door to the closet and go pee in the closet.
Oh.
All right.
Or even if there's not a door, like they'll walk to the trash can and open an invisible door and pee in the trash can.
I feel like this is really easy. I'm going 100% drunk adult.
See, I thought opposite. I'm going with kid.
I know. My sister does sleepwalking, and she's actually sat in a closet and peed.
Really?
Yeah, she does that. So, was it drunk or adult or a little kid?
What was it, Jennifer?
Both.
Both.
Oh, so they're drunk little kids.
So they started out as a little kid doing it, and
Well,
now
there you
they
go.
do it as a drunk
All
adult.
right. So yeah, all the bases are covered.
Is that a first ever in this
I think
little
so,
game that
yes.
we play? Where
I think so.
Somebody's had this happen in both.
So Jennifer sets the record for setting bad examples.
Yeah.
Wow, Jennifer, thanks for sharing that story.
We appreciate it. You have a good one. Allison is in Nashville. What the hell was that? Oh,
Yeah.
Alicia.
Alicia. And the studio's falling apart around us.
Hi, Alicia. Tell us the embarrassing thing you did, and we'll try to figure out if it was an adult drunk thing or a kid thing.
Well, I want to start off with that, Christina, you are not alone. I stuck a bobby pin in a light socket when I was a little kid.
Oh, my
Okay.
gosh. People
Wow.
gotta stop doing that.
Yeah.
I know. I never did it again.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, lesson learned,
Yeah.
yeah.
So what'd you do?
All right, so somebody had inflated an old waterbed with air, and I thought it'd be a great idea to stand on one side and have somebody else jump on the other side just to see what happened. And or straight up in the air, landed on my back.
It's like those things that they have at like summer camp where they launch you into the water
yeah.
off
Yes.
of it.
Right.
Yes.
But you didn't have water to land in.
Except it was in the backyard, yes.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Oh, wow. So it wasn't campy Woodywoggan story. All right, let's guess. Was Alicia a drunk adult or a kid?
Only because it sounds like something that I would do while I was drunk. I'm going to go with a drunk adult because it kind of sounds fun.
Yeah. I think, I'm going to guess little kid, though. I think, you were in the house looking for something to do, and that just seemed obvious.
Yeah, to me it seems like a bored kid thing to do.
Yeah.
Ricky?
Yeah, definitely little kid.
Which one was it, Alicia?
I was a little kid,
All right.
and the person actually, it wasn't even my idea. It was my dad's, and he was the one that jumped on the other.
Oh, so Dad talked you into it.
Did
What-
Dad get in trouble?
He got in a lot of trouble.
Maybe it was like little kid and drunk dad.
Yeah, right?
You have a good one. We appreciate it. That's awesome. One more. We got time for one more. Danielle in Columbia. Hello. Tell us what you did.
Well, I was eating an ice cream cone, and I was not paying attention when I was walking down the stairs, and I fell down half a flight of stairs, and then I cried for 10 minutes because I dropped my ice cream cone.
Oh, you were definitely drunk. Because I would cry if I was drunk and I
Yeah.
dropped my ice cream. I'd be so
Is
sad.
that because, like, as you get older, you value that ice cream so much
Oh,
more?
yeah. Like,
That's
that's
right.
my happiness that I just
Oh, yeah.
dropped on
Yeah.
the ground.
Yeah, it's like-
The last shred that I had left.
It was the last drumstick in the freezer, and look what happened to
Oh,
it.
For some
man.
reason, I'm going little kid.
I think a little kid.
Yeah, I think a little kid too.
Were you
Where
wearing
are next?
socks on carpet stairs?
What was that?
I said, were you wearing socks on carpet stairs?
No, it was outside on concrete stairs.
Oh, even
even
worse.
better.
Ooh.
So, were you a little kid or a drunk adult? Which one?
Drunk adult.
Yep.
Ah.
That was your
Yeah.
happiness, wasn't it? That little shred of
It was.
happiness you had
I wasn't
left.
I was not even sad or like hurt by the stairs. I was just sad about the ice cream.
Yep.
Yeah.
I feel that.
So you hurt on the outside and also on the inside.
The ice cream lovers of the world totally get you.
It's a rough day for you.
All right. You're welcome, planet Earth. This started about a week ago when I brought in some of my girlfriend's stir fry in a plastic little food container for you, Zach.
Yeah, it was delicious.
And you ate it and brought me back the container.
And then you threw it out.
I did. I just threw it away. I said, I'm not going to take it home and wash it. I'm just going to throw it out. And you guys made it sound like I was, strangling baby ducks at Old Hickory Lake or something
I
like
mean, you basically were.
Kind
It was a
of.
perfectly good Rubbermaid container that you could have easily taken home and washed. But no, you threw it out even after I went through the time to save it for you.
That was very thoughtful of you. And I,
Okay, you went through the time to save it for him, but you didn't clean it or anything. You just plopped it down
Where
on
am
the
I
desk.
supposed to
that's
clean
true.
it?
Maybe it is your fault.
Just
you
saying.
didn't clean it.
Where am I supposed to clean it?
In the sink?
The sink.
You want me to clean it in the bathroom sink here at work?
There is a sink
Right.
downstairs, sir.
That's a lot of work.
Anyways, I saved
You'd have
it
to
for
go
you.
up and down stairs and have to find soap and a towel and things like that. Yeah, there's a lot of work.
But this resulted in us telling Woody, like, hey,
you're a terrible environmental
you should
terrorist.
care a little bit more because that's just junk that's going to go sit somewhere.
Yes, in a landfill.
Yeah.
Out in Walter Hill somewhere.
But you said you've taken a turn for the better and you're helping planet Earth.
After I was earth shamed by you guys, I went on Amazon and I bought some reusable Pyrex glass food containers.
Right.
Good job.
Haven't used them yet.
Oh. Well, don't you feel like
Trying
a
to
new
keep them
person?
nice. Yes.
Now that they're in your cabinet and you can look at them and they're glass
I know.
and they're reusable and they're beautiful.
I don't know if I want to ever use them because they're so nice.
Woody.
But
I swear, if you keep them in your cabinet and keep buying plastic ones and throwing them away.
Well, luckily I'm a husky boy, so I don't have leftovers that often.
Oh,
fair enough.
So that's the problem.
That's the excuse. Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, I'll let you know how they work out. But they're just beautiful. I can't wait to use them one day.
I literally texted your girlfriend after you told me that they arrived via Amazon. I was like, "Don't you love them?" She was like, "I already washed them and put them away and organized them in the cabinet." Like she's so excited.
She does
to use
that though.
them.
She'll wash new things. I always figured they're clean from the factory.
You
No.
always have to wash new things.
I also think about sheets that way. But no, she actually we buy sheets.
God.
She'll wash them before putting them on the bed.
That's what you're supposed to do.
When I was
she's the
single,
yin.
I just I like those square wrinkles.
That's from the
And the way it smells from the factory.
She is the yin to your yang.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's time for men and women to answer questions for gender wars.
For the ladies, we have Hillary in Dixon County. Hello, Hillary.
Hello.
Hello.
And you are a fourth grade math teacher at Charlotte Middle?
No, I'm a sixth grade math teacher.
Sixth grade math teacher.
Oh, okay. Wow, that's tough. Thank you for what you're doing.
Maybe they were fourth graders, but you learned them so good they moved them up to sixth.
Yeah.
That's probably how it works.
Or I just misread the number.
Yeah. And for the guys, we have Eric in Thompson Station. Hello, Eric.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Hello, Eric.
You were at Independence High School, right?
That's correct.
All
Good deal.
right. So this week, our Get Acquainted question has been for you teachers. Who was a teacher in your life that inspired you? So let's start with Hillary. Who was a teacher that really just fired you up?
So I have two. The first one being my high school band director, Mr. Sally,
Nice.
Cool.
and the second being my dad.
Oh, your dad was an educator as well?
Math.
Oh, cool.
Okay, very cool.
good. Well, you're following in the footsteps there. And what about you, Eric? A teacher that inspired you when you were a student?
My fourth grade teacher, Mrs. Knight, was my favorite teacher of all.
That's
Oh,
nice.
that's
Mrs.
terrible.
Knight.
Yep, that's awesome. All right, well, you each have a screw you can use if you get in trouble and you don't know the answer and you don't think your opponent knows it either. You can use the screw and we'll give your question to them.
All right. Good luck, teachers. Here we go. Hillary, multiple choice. Does Precor, do they sell tires, video games, or exercise equipment?
Exercise equipment.
Yes. That is right. Good start.
All right, Eric, it's your turn. Has Taylor Swift announced that she's about to release a re-recording of 1989, Speak Now, or Reputation?
I'm going to guess 1989.
Speak Now.
Eric.
Yeah,
It's not that I'm mad. I'm just disappointed.
She announced it here in Nashville, so it's fresh.
All right. Hillary, what was the name of Harrison Ford's character in the Star Wars movies? Oh, Hillary.
Screw.
Eric, she hopes you don't know this. What was Harrison Ford's name in Star Wars?
Oh, thank you for using the screw. Han Solo.
Han
Yes,
Solo.
sir.
Yes. Okay, so now we're tied up.
I never watched Star Wars.
I don't blame you. It's okay.
Remember our number one rule: no whining.
That's true. Okay, so it is tied at 1, and now officially Eric gets his question.
Tiramisu is a dessert created in what country?
I want to say Italy.
Yeah.
Correct,
You're
Eric.
right to say that.
Yes.
All right.
All right, Eric's in the lead 2-1. So, Hillary, you need this.
All right. Your screw is gone. You're playing without a net right now. Guys might want a big green egg. What is that?
The grill.
It is
Yes.
a grill. Good job. You have tied it up.
This is exciting. It's
Dun, dun.
coming down to Eric here. If he gets it right, he wins.
Dun, dun.
Actress Jessica Biel is married to what pop singer?
Justin Timberlake.
Yes.
Oh.
He just edged
back
out
and forth.
Hillary.
Eric, you are the winner. Congratulations. We all love podcasts, but they can be even more fun if you mess with them.
Sure. If you adjust the speed of the podcast and slow it down, it kind of sounds like everybody on the podcast you listen to has been tipping back some glasses of wine.
Examples? Yes. We have The Office Ladies, one of the hottest podcasts right now.
Angela Kinsey
Yeah.
and Jenna Fisher.
If you slow it down just a little bit.
Got to film my cats just being them, Oreo and Snickers. But this rings so true to me. This is the cat food we feed our cats. And there's so much to choose from. They have dry and wet food.
Well, it's good to know her cat is alive as
Yes.
opposed to the fictional one in the office.
True. That's
What
right.
a
It
large
ended up in the
variety,
freezer,
too.
yeah.
They
Yeah.
have dry and wet food, large varieties here.
Oh, yeah.
They're
both.
taking a gamble.
Yeah.
Next up is the Bad Dates podcast.
How do you feel about it, AJ? Does it bring up fear?
Well, I looked like I was 9 until I was about 25. So my dating has been mostly sort of like hoping someone will be friends with me for long enough that we might get drunk together.
Sounds like they're way ahead of them.
Yeah.
He's on one of those dates now.
And we take our own podcast. If you're not familiar, we do a Woody and Jim Show podcast that comes out around lunchtime every day. And we can sound drunk-er.
Love to be able to get a 4D ultrasound done before my baby gets here in July for Mother's Day. Wouldn't that be sweet to like be able to see what your baby looks
Yeah.
like? Before?
Yeah, and the 4D
Is wild.
Yeah,
Oh,
like you don't get that at the regular
No, yeah.
doctor's
You have
office.
to go to a special ultrasound only place. They all sound like we're at Robert's Western World trying to get the bartender's attention.
I love that. Look, we all sound absolutely insane, and Ricky sounds like the one person that's like, "It's okay, sweetie. We're gonna get you some food. We're gonna get you home okay." Because
That's
she's like,
never who I am.
"No," but that's what it sounds like when it's slowed down.
Please, use a designated driver for your podcast.
Yeah.
Exactly.
What you got?
So Doja Cat apparently is releasing a new album that it sounds completely different than what we know of Doja Cat, like on the radio and at music festivals. She actually said that her albums Hot Pink and Planet Her were just cash grabs. She said Planet Her and Hot Pink were cash grabs and y'all fell for it. Now I can go disappear somewhere and touch grass with my loved ones on an island while y'all weep from mediocre pop.
Yikes.
I don't think she's actually telling the truth, but I hope she is because I think that's hilarious.
I
if
did-
so.
That's really funny.
She trolled us, made 2 albums that she knew would blow up and make her money and go sit on an island and do whatever she wants.
She's been saying some wild stuff lately, though, so I don't know if she actually means it.
Right.
Huh.
But, if so, hey, it's your life. Do what you want.
I mean,
It's great.
It
People love the
definitely
music.
worked. We
And
fell for it.
so many people, they bought it. They loved it. And she can now just rest if that's true.
If only I could be as smart as Doja Cat and create something that I could sell for like 3 years and then call it a day. Be like, all right, I'm on my island now. Call me if you need me. I'm out.
Sure, a lot of albums are cash grabs. She's just being honest enough to admit it.
Yes.
100%.
Woody and Jim Show 107.5. After my divorce and before I found a steady girlfriend that I love, I went on several first dates.
Yeah, you did.
But Ricky, you found a guy who beats everybody. He gets the
He's
gold star.
Gone on 600 first dates.
600.
Wow.
Yes. He mostly uses dating apps to find these women.
Yes.
And he says that he has over 1,000 phone numbers of women that he's gone on dates with or tried to go on dates with. Since obviously 1,000's a lot.
So did he not call them back, or does they not call him back? I wonder.
Different every time.
Oh,
Okay. So
Is he,
sometimes
like,
it's his decision or hers.
Extremely attractive to be able to getting these many first dates.
No, but he's not a bad-looking guy. I also don't think it's hard to get a first date. Everyone makes
True.
it very complicated.
Yeah,
it's not that
Especially if you're
difficult.
on a dating app. Yeah, they're actually, open to it.
I also feel like this guy has to be pretty well off because most of the time when you go on a first date, they're expecting one party to pay for the entire date. So for 600 of these, that's got to be super expensive.
He owns a few restaurants in New York City, so yeah, he's probably doing just fine.
Or he takes them to his own restaurant so he doesn't have to pay.
Right, that's also an option.
Right. Yeah.
That's smart.
I will also say
The
that
boss is
he
here
was
with
in
a
a
date.
10-year relationship, and he did get married for 5 years.
Oh, okay.
So he's already been there, done that. They got divorced in 2011. And then he's had a bunch of other random little dating sprees of like a year and a half or so. So like some of them are long term.
Okay.
But I heard he says he's not picky. I wonder, there's nothing wrong with having standards for the person you want to, be with.
Right.
But is his standard maybe too high?
I don't think so. I think if he already got married and divorced, he knows exactly what he's looking for.
Yeah, he just haven't found it.
Been around the block or time or two. I respect it. Figure out what you want. Once you've been divorced, I feel like that's when you have like the realization of like, this is exactly what I want out of a relationship. And then they
don't settle.
The first red flag, I'm out.
Don't settle.
Yeah.
Know your worth, right?
Yeah. Leave before the bill comes. Just, I got to go to the bathroom. I'll be right back.
I got to go get something out of my
all of a
car.
sudden you're peeling out in the parking lot.
Trending. Here's what's trending this morning with Woody and Jim on 107.5 The River.
Brought to you by Mark Spain Real Estate. Zach.
So a survey just revealed America's most spoiled dog breeds. So if you have these breeds of dogs, this means that they are the most spoiled dogs. Number 1 is Australian Shepherds. And then Border Collies and Corgis are in the top 3.
Oh my God, I love corgis.
Corgis so cute.
Same.
Tiny little legs.
And then after that is non-sporting dogs, kind of like bulldogs, Boston Terriers, and Shibas.
I have a Boston Terrier. He is for sure spoiled. I can tell you that.
He is that. I'm honestly
He
shocked.
runs the household.
Because I have 2 golden retrievers, and I thought they were definitely the most spoiled dogs I've ever met in my entire life.
Yours maybe.
Specifically are.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe not the whole population of people who have those dogs, but you definitely spoiled.
I wonder, honestly, if you think about it, because Australian Shepherds have so much energy that, like, their parents have to spend so much time with them and training and taking them out. So it's like, when they're a lot of energy and they're super smart, does that make them spoiled because they have to spend more quality time with their human to actually act right?
They can figure out how to work you, too.
They can definitely do that. Yeah. Jim, what you got?
So one of my favorite movies, Freaky Friday, with Lindsay Lohan and Jamie Lee Curtis, in which they switch bodies. Love that movie. 20 years later, they are in talks to reunite for a sequel to the body swap comedy. And both of them are expected to be in it. They both want to do it, Lindsay Lohan and Jamie Lee Curtis.
Okay.
So, I mean, it's one of those things like, hey, I love the movie. Every time you hear about like a remake or a sequel, you're going, I hope it's as good as the first one.
Yeah.
I hope they don't ruin it. So I'm crossing my fingers.
Yeah.
Ricky.
Speaking of sequels, it was confirmed last month that there's going to be a Beetlejuice 2, but now it has been confirmed that Jenna Ortega is going to be in it for sure as Winona Ryder's daughter.
She'd be perfect for that.
So Lydia
Perfect.
Dietz
Yeah.
is her name in the movie. So her daughter is going to be Jenna Ortega. We don't know anything else about the actual plot of what they're going to do with the sequel, but we do also know that it will be out September 6th, 2024.
Oh, that's
All
not
right.
that far off. That's
Good
great.
casting.
Yeah. 107.5 The River, Woody and Jim in the morning. Thanks for tuning in. Of course, AI is a lot of fun to play with until inevitably they do eventually rise up and kill all of humanity. But until then, we're having fun with it. ChatGPT, they put together a list of some of the weirdest questions people have asked.
I wonder if my questions made the list.
Okay.
Oh, God.
Oh,
Do I want to
I
know
chat
what your
with it all
question-
the time.
Okay.
I found out that elephants can have twins from ChatGPT.
okay.
Just
Okay.
weird thoughts that go through my head.
Did you double check it? Because sometimes it's wrong.
I did double check
Okay,
it,
good.
and so
Okay.
elephants can have twins. It's very rare.
Well, some of the
Proceed.
questions, that people are, asking real questions like, what's a good way to lose weight? Any tips for starting a new business?
Sure.
But then there's stuff like, can you help me write a love letter to a tree?
Okay.
Tree.
I like this one. If I could shrink myself down to the size of a pencil eraser, How many ants do you think I could take on in a fight?
What was their answer?
I gotta know.
I know they don't have the answers.
Oh.
They only put the questions.
Zach, look it up.
I'm going to ChatGPT right now.
Is it possible to train a hamster to play the guitar?
I hope so. For some reason, that reminded me of VeggieTales for some reason.
Oh, gosh. Well, I could never learn, so it would be really sad if a hamster could.
They don't have the opposable thumbs. I think that might be difficult. Would you rather fight 100 duck-sized horses or one horse-sized duck? I like that. These are all shows I would watch. If animals could talk, which one would be the rudest?
Definitely a beaver.
Think so?
Yeah.
I don't know. They're so busy all the time.
Or a honey badger, because you know honey
badgers.
Honey badger don't care.
They seem pretty bad-tempered. How many chickens would it take to kill an elephant? Okay, that's dark.
Yeah.
Have you got the answer yet?
ChatGPT says even a single ant would likely be much larger and stronger than you at that size, and ants typically live in colonies, so if you were to encounter one,
you'd have to take all of them on.
Probably be attacked by many ants at once.
Okay.
So you have a low chance of survival.
So if you're working on your shrinking machine, don't bother the ants.
Noted.
Thanks for listening to and recommending the Woody and Jim Show podcast. Listen to Woody and Jim in real time every weekday morning on 107.5 The River, Nashville, or live on the iHeartRadio app.